Resume and CV myths, and there are a lot of them. This is a great topic, and I could speak for hours about the myths attached to resume and CV writing. Today, I'm tackling something that's long overdue, very long overdue, a hard and realistic look at the resume and the CV myths that are floating around business schools, colleges, and even HR departments. If you believe everything you hear about resumes and CVs, you might already be hurting your job search without even knowing it. Hello, I'm Martin Buckland, and I am a global executive resume and CV writer and a global executive career management practitioner. Welcome to episode number 233 of Tuesdays at 2. I hear and have put right myths almost every day surrounding this important document. So let's go through the myths. Myth number one, your resume or CV should be one page, no exceptions. Just no, 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 no. Unless you're a new grad or have under 5 years of experience, a one page is not enough to showcase your career, especially if you're in mid-level, senior, or definitely the C-suite. I write resumes for EMBA grads, managing directors, C-suite leaders, vice presidents, and directors, and none of them fit into one page. 95% of those need 3 pages. So the truth, the length should reflect the depth of your experience, not some outdated rule from the 1980s. In short, you cannot articulate your career correctly with one page, nor can you meet the strict formatting required by the applicant tracking system, otherwise known as ATS. So you either go to 2 full pages or 3 full pages. You don't do 2.5, 2 1/3, 2 3/4. 2 pages or 3 full pages. Myth number 2, just list your job duties. Yikes. This is one of the worst mistakes that so many people still make. Hiring decision makers don't want a job description. They want a story of your performance. They want proof that you've driven results with as many metrics as possible. You will be hired for your achievements, not your responsibilities. So duties say responsible for, accomplishments say something like captured, snagged, boosted, engaged, revived, navigated, resurrected. I haven't written the words responsible for in a resume, probably, or CV, probably since about 2008. If your resume is task heavy and result light, it's time, definitely, without doubt, for a rewrite. Myth number 3, you don't need keywords, just good writing. Wrong again. If you don't have keywords, your resume or your CV won't even make it to a human being, because the ATS, that applicant tracking system, will screen it out. Think of the ATS as a filter or a database. It's not reading for style. It's scanning for business, functional, skill, level, and industry specific buzzwords or keywords. So yes, writing matters, but keywords are non-negotiable. Myth number 4, your resume is only about your work history. Only about your work history. No, another myth. Today's resumes and CVs are about the personal brand, explaining your leadership style, explaining your communication style, and your legacy at your last 3 jobs. So not just roles and dates. A powerful resume, CV, weaves in your personality, your leadership DNA, and your unique career narrative based on stories written around the acronym STAR: situation, task, action, result. STAR: situation, task, action, result. Your work history is the skeleton, and your brand is that muscle that gives the power, the impetus to read the impact, to read the resume further on. Myth number 5: recruiters will read every word. They won't. In fact, most executive recruiters spend about 6 to 10 seconds on the first scan. If the first half of the page, what I call above the fold, doesn't grab them, they move on. And I see so many terrible, absolutely awful first third of the first page. It's unbelievable. So that means if the top third of your resume is prime real estate, if your name, your contact info, your title, your target, your personal brand, and a compelling summary aren't right there, you've lost them. So make sure you have your soft skills and your hard skills and your personal brand in the top third of the first page. It counts and it wows the reader. Myth number 6: visual resumes are modern and trendy. Use them. Unless you're applying for a job as a graphic designer, visual resumes are without doubt a liability. They are pretty. Yes, they are pretty. Attractive formats you can download for free or for a small fee from the web. Yes, they are attractive, but you won't be hired for a pretty resume or a CV. Most of those formats will fail the ATS outright due to formatting, shading, images, icons, and columns. Many are also confusing to the reader. So never use those formats you can download from the internet. Clean, precise formatting wins. Your resume isn't a poster, it's a strategic career document. Save the visuals for your portfolio or your LinkedIn banner, not your ATS facing resume. Myth number 7: you only need one resume for every job. This is another myth that can cost you the opportunity after opportunity. So each job has its own nuance, its own set of must-have skills. So your resume, your CV should reflect that, not change dramatically, but be customized for every job you apply for. Copy the exact title of the role, highlight the top 4 or top 5 skills from the job description underneath the role, and mirror their language without lying. In the skill section, try and match verbatim the hard business skills advertised in the job notice. The closer you get the verbiage in the resume, the CV, the more the ATS will latch on to your CV and your resume. Generic resumes get generic results. Tailored ones get you interviews. Myth number 8: a gap in your resume means you're unemployable. Life happens, redundancy, caregiving, illnesses, academic or personal sabbaticals, even a family estate trustee. That has what many of my clients have taken. They've taken those breaks, and that's how I've explained it as their resume writer. It's truth, but you need to be honest and open. What matters now is how you explain it. So be open, be honest, be brief, and if you upskilled or volunteered during that time, also say so. Gaps aren't a red flag as they used to be, but hiding them That is a red flag, and that's what raises eyebrows. It's acceptable today to take a break. Don't, though, leave doubt in the reader's mind. Be open, be honest. Myth number 9, AI can write a great resume for you. No, it can't write a generic, inauthentic, and error. It can write, write a generic, inauthentic, and error-prone document. I've reviewed thousands of AI generic resumes. Most are full of baloney, irrelevant phrasing, and none personal context. AI can be a tool, but it shouldn't be your writer. Your career stories deserve better. I and most hiring authorities can recognize an AI created resume CV straight away. What negative emotions does it portray? The person is lazy, sloppy, doesn't care about their career, and much more. So avoid an AI resume. Myth number 10. Once it's done, you don't need to update it. That's a big mistake for your career management. Your resume should be a living document. Keep it current. Review it at least every 6 months, especially after a promotion, a project win, or your new credentials. Otherwise, when opportunity knocks, you'll be scrambling, and that's when mistakes happen. Keep it up to date. There you have it. 10 resume and CV myths. There are a lot more that I hope that you will never fall for again. Remember, your resume, your CV is your career brochure. It's the gateway to opportunities. Treat it like a business asset because that's exactly what it is. I am Martin Buckland. Is your resume, your CV working for you? Is it acquiring interviews? Are you doubting about how it stands up to your competitors? If so, send your resume, your CV, to the address below for a free, no obligation 30-minute resume critique over Zoom. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, we'll schedule a mutual time for us to have a Zoom, and I will go through your resume for free, no obligation, for 30 minutes over Zoom. So there's the address below. Remember, your career is your business. Manage it like a business.